Polishing and abrading the 1-year ceramic coatings prep. I will be using the gold standard polish and a yellow waffle pad, which I believe to be the normal. I will also be using DIY detail rinseless wash, as that's what I generally use for cleaning down and any other things required. Moving into this, I'm just going to show you the gold standard bowl and a quick show of a very cheap orbital polisher. I've applied it already, the polish, but I'm just going to start on the very back. This I won't actually be holding to any accounts for the coatings. I'm just doing it just for the fun of putting the coating on. So I must have a reasonable amount. But as you can see, I'm going over a number of times. It's probably about 4 times I do this, but for me that's fine. It seems to work fine. Then I'm going to show you the pad, just to show you what's on it, the coat that's on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a clean up. Then once I've cleaned it up, I'm just going to bring it back to show you what looks like a nice clean pad. And I will already have spun it, so now I'm just going to spin it up and put some gold standard on. And I always see lots of people asking me how do you put it on. Couldn't be simpler. The faster it spins, the more of the curl you get. The slower it spins, the less of the curl. So if you get it when it's still spinning quite fast, you see more curls on it. I'm just going to wipe off the old gold standard, and then I'm going to move on to the lower panel part. On the other side, I actually stand up and do it, but I think I'd be too much in the way. So I'm kind of sitting down and holding slightly onto the tire and moving along, just so you can see it. And once again, I'm going to go over it a number of times, as you normally do, just to make sure. I'll also make sure I get the ridges as well as the other inner section part, just so I get everything on there. It's not the easiest and not the best car really for coating, but it's one that if it takes in and it works, it'll be good. Once it's done, once again I'm going to come up and show you the pad, just so you can see what it looks like. Then I'm going to show you a nice clean pad again. Easy to clean. I don't have a pad clean, by the way. I'm just cleaning my hand. Now wipe that off, and then I'm going to do the top section. So I'm just going to run it fast up by the trash, and then I'll turn it on 1 speed and then switch it off, and just show you how I normally put on the gold standard. And once again, you're going to see a nice little curl on there, easy enough to do. And now I'm onto the top section of the door. Once again, the same thing, crossing up and down. fairly simple, and I will go into any of the ridges that I can just to make it easier. But once again, it's the same process. And I've cleaned it again, and there's a nice clean pad. So once I come back, I wipe off once again where I was, and it gives me another chance to show you how to get more gold standard on the waffle pad. I'm going to come over again, I'm going to run it again, and then switch off as per before, and then try and show you how far away I am, which is not really very far away, probably inch and a half. Nice curl on there, should work very nicely. Once again, I'm going to go back over, and I'm going to work on the bottom again. Hopefully you can see enough of it. I'm doing exactly the same thing, polishing away. Not an exciting job, but a job that has to be done, nevertheless. And I'm going to come back over again and show you a dirty pad. This time what I'm going to actually do is show you half a dirty pad and half cleaned, so you can see how much dirt was on there. I think that kind of helps. And then I'm going to come back and show you a fully clean pad, and I run that between the bins just to get rid of the excess water, and then I'll come back and show you me squirting on some more gold standard. And this time I'm going to let it go so it gets a little bit slower, so you'll get a larger kind of curl and not as many twists on the curl. As you can see, you've got less twists on this, just for show. And over there again, I'm just going to go across. I'll certainly come over down enough so it covers, and I just want to make sure that, you know, they get it done. I really don't like that wing mirror, but it is what it is. I'm also going to do the same on the other side, but I'm not going to video that because this is probably enough. I know you don't get to see many people do polishing because it can be a boring looking process, but I figured it's not too bad if you just get to see some, even though I'm going fast. It's a little bit longer video than I'd like, it's over 10 minutes, but once again I think it's worth it just so you can see what's going on here. That way you know what I've really done and what I haven't really done. Maybe you think I'm lucky, I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think I should have done it a different way. We'll see. We'll see if it lasts. So I'm going to come back over and once again show you that dirty pad. And I think you get a little bit more off the black, but it once again is very easy to clean off. I'm going to take it over to my rinseless, some rinseless on it, and you can see half a clean pad. This one's really obvious to see. Managed to get the light to capture it well this time. Just to show you it's easy to clean, and then I'm going to come back and see, use my fingers just to clean it, and then I'll actually high speed run it over by the trash can again. I'm actually spraying down just to remove any excess residue with that, and then once I've removed that excess residue, because that's how I like to do it first. I could have gone panel prep, but it's my preference to clean for rinseless first. Kind of a bit of a habit. I like to have it clean and dry, feel how the paint feels, and the paint feels very, very clean. Then unfortunately the camera stops, and I go over and get my DIY detail panel prep instead of using app, and I decided just to give it a few squirts and white. Unfortunately I didn't catch that. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. The next one will be coating applications.